What's up, everybody? I am live streaming NFL game, so this may not last long. I may get something in the mail. It actually wouldn't be the first time the NFL's actually kind of reached out and been like, "Hey, yo, stop playing with us." But I mean, all 22s is something that people will talk about a lot of the times when you're looking at guys on Twitter and they're doing breakdowns and stuff. I don't know anybody that has an NFL media pass, but I'm pretty sure that this comes with the NFL media pass, like on a different level than what I get. But I pay $99 a season for this or something like that. So this is what we got. But I got with me my boy RJ. He came on before the Cowboys game and told me that the Giants would be lucky if they scored, and he was exactly right. So we're gonna talk about the game and look at some of the Cowboys plays and maybe even make fun of the Giants while we're at it. But in the meantime, I'm not 100% sure that this will be allowed to have viewers because I did post it on on the YouTube, on Twitter, and Facebook, so it might get dinged by the algorithm. But when I was in the actual IBS group, when I did it yesterday, it was pretty good. So I don't see any live viewers now. I'm gonna double check real quick to see if it's
Ain't
if it,
nothing laggy or choppy right now, so everything look good so far.
yeah, it's on there. It's on there. I don't have any messages telling me that I'm banned.
Yeah, it look good so far.
All right. Let me tag Ronnie real quick, or tag somebody to give me an everyone tag because I'm like struggling over here. And the Cowboys are a popular team, man. Give me your take on the game.
So a lot of people's concerns is the fact that they didn't really see a whole lot from the offense. But it's like explained and expressed to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? When you have defense and special teams come out and perform to a magnitude and degree in which the Cowboys were on this past Giants, it kind of takes away possession from your offense, so you won't see too much efficiency or productivity from a unit like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is scary in retrospect because, you know, imagine, you know what I'm saying, putting together and piecing together an offense that has the ability to do so with the defensive special teams that can do that. We combine all three, you know what I'm saying, you might be looking at a much worse game than just 40-0 in week one against the Giants. But then again, it's week one, you know what I'm saying? Like we still got, a 16-week season ahead of us. So a lot can transpire and happen and manifest before then.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm still stuck on somebody not scoring any points in this day and age. Like
Yeah.
not even a field goal, bro. Like I don't think people
Yeah.
understand how, like it's literally a league designed to let you score at some point. Like you didn't score anything.
And that's what I explain and get to people, get people to understand, man. Like people got to understand it's tough enough as it is to win games in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a bad team or great team, a 0-16, 16-0, it's tough enough as it is to go into each week in, week out, and like actually prevail and come out on top and win games in the NFL. But to come out and do it in a fashion in week one, in the first game of the season, in the fashion in which the Cowboys were capable and able to do against the Giants, I mean, come on, man. You score 40 points on the road against a division opponent week one against a team that made the playoffs last year. In retrospect, not giving up 1 point to them, it's tough as it is to win games. It's even tougher to do something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Like
You know what I
especially with the division game. But let's go ahead and we'll skip the kickoff. We don't need to see that. So for anybody not familiar with it, you're going to get this sideline view, which will show you formations and basically what the skill position players are doing. Then on the second run of that play, you'll get the trench view. So this is the first drive for the Giants, which I thought they did pretty good. And I was telling somebody, I'm assuming it was some kind of script because
mean? Right.
when the drive ended, like when they had to come back to their second drive, I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
They were pretty much non-existent after that. You know what I mean? They
It's
first
RJ.
drive, but they emphasized the run on the first drive. But then it seems like once we got that block field goal, once they were in the red zone, it kind of that play right there and that transition kind of shifted into the Cowboys' favor as far as momentum. And after that, it kind of took the air out the arena. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And I'm tagging I gotta tag you so he knows that you're in the group. Man, ain't nobody from not in the group gonna come on here. But anyway, all right. So first play, I always love the defense. I think they started with a run though.
They did, I believe so.
Yeah. And again, like the very first play, you're like, okay, that was a good drive. Like they were getting chunk plays. They were getting chunk plays. And so this is the trench view is what I call it.
Mm-hmm.
But you see Parsons over here. Is that Lawrence over there? You got your linebacker right here. Is that Diggs over there on the right? And Gilmore, because I can tell by his hair. But yeah, so that's the trench view. And this is just a inside zone run. It's not anything special. But I always like to pick out that Parsons not that great at run defense. And you see him tapping his chest like, my bad. Yeah.
Right.
it's perfectly fine, bro. And again, this was the first pass that they tried, which again, it's just crazy to me. Yeah, that should have been a penalty.
Yeah, it kind of looked like holding right there on the edge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me go back to this play. I just want to check out the route combination here. So they got 4 wide, empty set, or no, it's not.
No, they got one.
Right there. Yeah, running back right there. So 4 wide look like they're just matching up, playing man to man. It looks like. Yeah.
And then right there on the edge, you can tell he kind of has leverage and inside containment. But then when Jones breaks out the pocket and tries to improvise downfield to see what he can open up, it kind of looks like a hold on the edge right there.
Maybe. Yeah, right here.
Right.
Yeah.
But the refs missed that, but still decent containment. I think this was an incomplete pass right here. I believe so.
Yeah, he ended up scrambling, getting hit. When we get to the second view, here, you'll be able to see, you'll be able to see if it was a hold or not. So he gets around, and this is great coverage. Great coverage. Everybody's coverage. So it was the right thing to do to run. And just that like hesitation type thing, like, you know. So this is what you're talking about right here on the right side,
Right.
the left tackle. I think is that Thomas or Neal?
I'm not sure who that is. I think that's Dorrance Armstrong that he has lined up across from him, though.
Yeah. Did Micah drop? Micah had to drop back.
Back. I think.
They did a stunt. Okay. And that was a nice pickup for real, all things considered.
It was a good pickup on the stunt.
Yo, look at my man over here on the left. Hey, yo, hold on. I gotta see what happened to him, yo. Why he on the ground? Yo, did he get blown up or did he just slip? Oh, he tried to chop it. All right. That's fair. All right. But yeah, you got a good pickup here. Inside double team right here. And let's see. No, that wasn't a hole. You just I can't call it. I can't call it.
I can't call it. That's fair enough.
All right. Second. This is the third play of their drive. Let's see what we got here. Again, good coverage downfield.
That was decent.
And when you're playing a team as athletic defensively as the Cowboys, I expect to see a lot of things like this, like the screens and stuff. You got to, man.
Right.
You got to, like,
because you
get like Parsons
space in order to improvise and like get them open in space and make plays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when you're, like you said, playing against guys as athletic as them and as fast and speedy as they are. You know what I mean?
And so look at the reads of the Cowboys right now. Look at how they snuffed this out. Nobody was fooled the entire time.
Right. Still in position.
Yeah. 3 and 1 are on it the entire time.
Clark.
Yep. The entire time. Yep.
Yeah.
And that was an awful pass. But I don't know if it would have helped.
It wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, he was under duress anyway.
Wouldn't have made a difference.
So we're back to this play. Maybe next time I'll pay attention to the actual plays. As far as like what was significant and what wasn't. But again, they ran the ball so well the first drive. Like I said, I don't understand. Like this is what I was talking about. I don't know if you jumped in on the Falcons game yesterday, but this
Nah,
is
I
what I
didn't.
was talking about the combination blocking. Like it's good. Like they combination block until they can get to the second level, and then they'll try to scrape. He'll try to keep 99 here, and I'm pointing with my finger like you can see it, but 99 would be blocked by the guy on his outside, and then your guard here is what you would hope would scrape off and get 55 on linebacker. I'm not sure if that'll happen, but you see slight combination block on the outside
Right.
with Lawrence getting blocked, and then he's going to come down and get Gilmore. So let's see. No, 55 took himself out. But you see the guard still got to the second level and got to 33. The
Right.
Falcons did that so well yesterday. And like, when you start out like that, you would think to see more and more of that. Like, look at this. Like that's a good game right there. That's
It
that's
is,
tough. It was third
but
and 2, and you got a little league formation essentially, but look at the blocking. Look at how everybody's moving. Like this is great. Everybody's moving in sync. One line.
the Cowboys are in good position, you know what I'm saying, to
Mhm.
stop the run and make a play. They just have to get more push on the interior and be more aggressive on the edge and cutting off these blocks to ensure that they're not giving up, 3, 4, 5, excessive yards on a carry like that because they're in position. They're just getting caught in the block as opposed to being aggressive.
Gilmore kind of took himself out the play
Yeah,
right
he's
there
out
too.
to play at that point.
Yeah, that might be on him. And we can go back and take a look at that. I'm curious about that. See where he was lined up originally. Yeah, he's already outside, so I don't know why. Maybe he just didn't want to get the contact. And they are all reaching that way, so
Right,
he might have thought he was supposed to keep containment, but that's what number one was doing. But again, this is a perfectly blocked play.
for sure.
And again, script looking fantastic. Gotta love the script. And if you guys are watching, if you got comments or something, you can put them on. I can post a comment, I think. Again, another
Inside zone,
decently run. Yeah, another decent run. Like
inside zone read. That's all it
I
is.
I don't I can't wait to see what changed. But again, all I see is I see good blocking. Look, block down here. You got the guys pulling. I'm expecting lead man to get 54, back man to get 33. Lead man got 54, back man got 33. Like what?
Yeah,
That's how you draw it up. Although you would prefer not to get him that deep in the hole. That's how you draw it up.
yeah.
Literally how you draw it up. So I don't understand. But again, this is the first drive of the Giants and looks perfectly fine. Dropping down the pass. He gets out to the outside. He didn't even like that's not even worth looking over. Like he didn't even have a chance to catch a breath.
Yeah.
Also, like, look, I'm out here like them. I'm looking for a number 11 every play. He went on the field that play.
And like they have receivers going out and route running and stuff, but it almost looked like a design run at the same time because he never
Mhm.
went through his progressions. He just kind of tucked the ball and ran.
Yeah,
But it
that
could
was,
have defensive pressure too on the front D line.
yeah,
But then again, you know what I'm saying? What we're about to see is what the Cowboys were so good at doing last year, and that's being able to hold up in the red zone defense. And
yeah.
we gave up a lot of run yards last year in the run, and I'll be the first to admit that. But as far as red zone defense and being able to clamp up and shut down and limit offensive opportunities for opposing teams in the red zone, we were great at that last year. And I feel like this drives right here pretty much solidified that.
So the main thing I'm noticing is the personnel because this isn't a heavy set personnel. This is like you got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 DBs and one linebacker.
Right.
Actually, 6 DBs because the safety's way back here.
Two
So
linebackers,
30
5 and 30.
is 30 and is 30 a linebacker?
33. Damon Clark.
33 is a linebacker. All right, man. Stupid ass numbers, man. I hate that they changed that. 33 shouldn't be a linebacker. I'm going old school. I don't like it. But this play was made by the backside right here. Staying disciplined, not overreacting. Like watch number 30. Recognizing the run, filling in the gap here. So when he goes to cut back or bounce back, he's getting tackled. If 30 over pursues, that's a big game. Look, holding his ground right in the hole. Now, if he got too far deep, Micah's getting blocked down, then it'd be left up to Diggs, but Diggs has got a guy on him. He would have been blocked. Look, or
Right.
essentially, you would thought he would have been
Right.
blocked. It was a terrible block, but that's like the little things on the defensive side of the ball that go unnoticed in the game in real time. Like that was good defense right there, good team defense, and there's plenty of that on display with the pass rush with Michael Parsons later. Good team defense, like that. That's he didn't even give that a chance. He didn't even give that a chance.
Run.
Yeah,
Little
like
quick QB read. Yeah,
bro,
that's all.
I mean, that's not even pressure for real, man.
Yeah.
Didn't even give that a chance. Joe Burrow. Red zone here. I think that was a penalty.
Yeah.
Skip that. All right. And then the bad snap, which Giants just gianting. And then lo and behold,
Right there.
yeah. You
That's
know
not
what's what's crazy? And yes, look, I wasn't joking when I wrote that the Cowboys are now the most athletic and fastest defense in the league. So if you go back and watch the 2022 Eagles defense, this is what it looks like. Like nobody can really be blocked. They fly everywhere. Like it's just amazing speed. The Cowboys are now that kind of defense. Now I don't know if they've got the overall depth that the Eagles had athletically last year, but you still have several players that people don't know about that's not named Michael Parsons that are athletes in this particular unit. And they're going to be a menace all year, man. Like they really are. But here is the field goal block. I've never actually analyzed a special teams play, but I can tell you
but if
my high
guy on the far right on the line for the Giants, he's supposed to be down blocking in a situation like that. Instead, he pulls out and leaves the open or the outside, the left outside open for I can't remember who that is that got through. But if you rewind it, you can see that he's supposed to be picking him up, but instead he went to the outside when he should have been down blocking.
I'm going to disagree with this as a 49er fan, too. I don't think we're the second fastest defense. We might be the second best defense or the best defense, but overall speed, I don't think the Niners are what the Cowboys are or even what the Eagles are still. I mean,
Yeah.
we do have defensive talent and we played that well, but speed, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But overall D. Okay, overall D, that makes sense. Yeah. Overall D, I'm going to disagree now as a 49er fan. We're one and the Cowboys are two. It's my show. I can do that. But nah, don't quote me on that. But yeah, God, man, that was terrible. But
And then
the
a
Giant,
score.
scoop and score. Giants just going to giant, man.
Yeah.
The most non-athletic people are on like field goal unit.
Yeah, but check the guy on the far right here. And
Yeah.
supposed to be down blocking because you
you never give the inside
you
track.
never give the inside up, bro.
Yeah. Jeez. And slightly unlucky too. Rare that you see
So I mean that's
ball
take
get
on the
kicked like
Giants
that.
part, but the Cowboys recognize it, they capitalize, and they made a play.
Oh, that was the extra point. I was like, what is going on? We definitely don't want to talk about the Cowboys kicking woes.
I mean, aside from that one mistake that we had on the kicking game, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty decent throughout the duration of the game after that one hiccup, you know what I'm saying? In his but the kicking game does have to be better moving forward. Question.
Yeah, depth helps so much on the defensive side of the ball, especially if you run into those games where your offense isn't giving you much support. It helps to give guys like breaks, be able to have a rotation. Situationally, it helps. Like that, the passing downs with the Eagles last year was a nightmare. And I don't even saying that because we didn't have a quarterback when we played. I'm just saying that in general, man. You did not want to be in any kind of like legitimate passing down because then Hargraves has his ears pinned back. Fletcher Cox is moving the line. And if you put Hargraves with Jordan Davis' big tail in there, you really got some problems. And now this year you throw in Jalen Carter, and I don't know what to tell you, man, but get it out quick.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
the only thing you can do. Get it out quick. I mean, nobody's perfect. And I still think that their weakness would be their secondary and how they are reluctant to come up and press people. But that would be your only chance, man. Only
Right.
chance.
Right.
So we're on the second drive by the Giants. We went over how like it was okay the first drive. And like I said, I thought they had some kind of script going. It would make sense if they did. But then we get to this drive, and it's just like, bro, what are we doing? Let's see. Look, like what is that?
Yeah.
That play had no chance. I swear, it looks like Little League. It looks like when you're doing your starting offense against the scout team, like you're starting defense against the scout team. Like that's what it looks like. Like 56. Like
But the
that's
tight
not even.
it looked like the tight end should have maybe made an attempt to maybe pass block a little bit before breaking off into his route, and he just ignored it. And that's pretty much how he got through and pretty much killed that play before it even got started, pretty much.
I wonder if was that supposed to go underneath the Saquon? No, it wasn't. Like that's just a bad play design then. Like we just go run past the edge rusher and try to block
Exactly.
him with
The tight
with
end that pressure and just immediately went to his route instead of like providing pass block first before going into like a tight end option.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he started to, he initiated it, but he didn't finish it.
Yeah. I'm not I'm usually not a double hater, but man, that was bad. I gotta admit that was bad. Good defense
And then
there.
a great play by the defensive back.
Yeah.
Great pass protection. He had plenty of time. Solid throw. You know what I'm saying? The receiver got good separation. You just got to credit the defensive back for stepping up and jumping the route and making a good play.
So I just watched the Chargers Dolphins game. You see this safety in the back when
Right.
the Chargers safety would have been off the screen at the snap of the ball. They were running, they were bailing for their life. I was like, yo.
Well, I mean, you got to do that when you got Tyreek Hill on a half.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, but then Tyreek's underneath 15 yards and getting 30 extra yards because he's got so much space.
Yeah.
I was like, close the space. Like, man, it just seemed awful. But let's look at our guy Daniel Jones. I mean, he ain't got many options either on this play. You can't go here.
Right. But he hasn't really went through his progressions either. You can tell
Yeah.
telegraphing
And
his pass.
yeah, and he's patting the ball like waiting for
Right.
his guy to get open.
Right. And
And
back
yeah.
Reese, he jumps it before the ball's even out of Daniel Jones' hands.
Yeah. But still good break, man. And for what it's worth, that's a pass that sometimes gets picked off because guys throw it
Right.
in the wrong place. So if your worst case scenario on a pass like this, which is not necessarily late, but more so just tight coverage, is a deflection, I could live with that. I could live with it. Like I could live with that. What I can't live with is you throwing it behind Waller and that going for 6 the other way. But the blocking held up pretty well on this one, and
yeah, pretty good pass protection.
And one of the things I thought was kind of annoying is if you look at the way they're blocking this, like he's got space to step up if he wants to. Like, like step up and maybe see what you can get going downfield. Like,
because he has Saquon right there in the middle.
Yeah,
you know,
and there was plenty of space right there, but here you go.
You don't go through your progressions and your readings, man. You limit yourself to what you can do on offense.
Yeah, he was, man. He was. I don't know if he could help it.
Right there was just great pressure. You know what I'm saying? They sniffed that out from jump. That's Micah Parsons, just me and Micah Parsons, dog.
Was that another stunt? Or was that just straight up? No, that's him beating the double team. Yep.
Yeah.
Which sucks because what this tells me is that the Giants knew they couldn't block both of them. Because he just bounced off of Micah, passed him off to take Lawrence. And I don't know if that's and then like he don't even realize what's going on.
Yeah, it's a great play.
It's a great. He doesn't realize what's going on behind him. But I will give Micah credit because again, unlike some guys who are naturally linebackers, they don't use their hands. If you look at how he bounced off of them, he actually moved that guard when he went to his right, and that got him off balance. And with Micah being so quick, like like all he needs is a step on you.
Right.
Like, look, he's leaning for one thing, and he already pushed him a little to the right. He can't be blocked.
Right.
They should have chipped with Saquon, I guess, but I don't even know if that would have helped. But yeah, that's just what he does because he's a monster. All right, they're punting. Do we want to look at your offense? Was there anything worth looking at?
I don't think so.
Got any more of those Penn State linebackers? Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, man. Penn State, they be having some athletes on their defense, man, on the low.
And I mean,
we're gonna skip the offense
and get most of them. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about Sean Lee, when you talk about Micah Parsons, you know what I'm saying? We pretty much inherited, you know what I'm saying, all of their top tier linebackers that have been produced, you know what I'm saying, out of Penn State. You know what I mean? For the most part. We've got lucky. Yeah. Good throw by Dak.
Yeah, this isn't a game. I would be much more interested in how he plays against that Jets defense next week than what he did here. Which again wasn't terrible, but I wasn't really that concerned. The Giants defense got some growing up to do for sure.
They got a lot of growing up to do, man, on all phases of the game, not just defense.
Yeah, and I don't like Thibodeau. I think he's kind of a jerk. So I was happy seeing him.
Decent. I feel like he had a good showing last year and stuff, but it's important for him to be able to take his skill set and build his craft and solidify and build off of what he did last year, as opposed to just remaining entry level and stagnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't come content in this league. You know what I'm saying? You got to constantly work at your craft and get better. And this past week, he didn't show me a whole lot.
All right. Third drive, and we'll get to that in a second. Somebody just texted me and was like, yo, I want to get on next. Nope. All right. Third drive. And we'll, as we continue to watch the deterioration of the Giants offensive line.
Yeah.
So this is where I had issues. I don't feel like they should have been play actioning as much as they did. Not because the play action isn't effective, but because one, if you're under center, that doesn't give you as much time. Two, they clearly had no blocking whatsoever. There was no deception that Saquon might be getting the ball. And then three, Daniel Jones, man, when he turns his back on the play action, he doesn't pick up the receivers when he like turns back around that quickly. And I think that was making him even more spooked because he had people in his face. Like, watch, here's the play action. When he turns around, the first thing he's going to see is a Cowboy. Look.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
yeah,
what's going on? Turn around, Cowboy. Lineman on the ground. And my Mr. 30-30, look at you. On bended knee, like I'm boys to men. And then look, that wasn't even a great tackle, but hey, whatever works, man.
At that point, so he had to sacrifice and just give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That play was
just. So we just had the terrible play action. Now we're going back to what should have happened on the first play. We're behind the sticks. One thing I noticed too, these Cowboy corners are in their face. That's not a lot of space at all. One if Gilmore helped bring that in a little bit more, like with confidence at least.
But if you look, tight end kind of has separation, and it looks like the third DB is coming over to the hash on the right side of Daniel Jones to try and catch up. So he's kind of out of place if you put it in pause when you see the tight end break for his route.
Okay, let's see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So he's free off the line. And then was it Van Der Esch?
Van Der Esch.
Is that how Van Der Esch he's clearly in the zone. So I wonder if he was just playing them inside leverage here. Yeah, he kind of was. Okay, so the linebackers are in the zone. And actually, this is all zone. This is all zone.
Yeah.
Just with a good little press here. I love Gilmore, man. Just God, I wish he
played bump and run Gill.
I wish he was playing Amari Cooper, man. Every time you hit him in the chest, he don't want to run his route, man. But let's check and see how tight are these windows with Daniel. And 90's already coming through. Lawrence, he's already free. So he drops back.
So yeah, because
Pockets.
is there.
So this should go to Waller then.
It should. It should.
He's looking that way. So
But
what
then
is
that
he?
linebacker sitting in zone, you might be waiting for a wake up call. You know what I'm saying?
So
So the way that could.
so so here's the thing though. He's so far off. You just gotta in this instance, you just throw straight to Waller's chest. Like
But
if you lead him, he's gonna get killed.
yeah, but I feel like the same thing is going to happen in the event the same thing that happened to Saquon Barkley, because I think this is the play when he went to Barkley in the flats and Trayvon Diggs hit him. The ball popped out. We got an interception, went back for a pick six. And
Okay,
that's like that linebacker is in the same position to do the same exact thing.
I would trust him over.
And that's why Dan Quinn is so good, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like he designs his schemes and his defense and put in position to make plays, you know what I'm saying? To where like it's one of those things where like you just have to be there at this certain time when these things transpire and happen in order to capitalize and make big plays. And like it's a thing that can be coached, but to a degree it can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you can teach players where to be and where they need to be at certain situations and circumstances, but you can't teach playmaking ability.
Yeah, and I agree with. I'm assuming that's Ronnie. He's the only one that won't update it, so you can't see his name. But I agree. I think he waited too long to throw the Waller. Like Gilmore's out to play at this point. Waller's cutting across his face, and and you can essentially see Gilmore's number.
Yeah, I mean
you can see the linebacker too. Like
yeah.
I feel like he must have been looking for this deeper route, which is why Gilmore probably
tight in
does that. Yeah, which
tight.
is dumb. And look, why are you moving? Like, why is this even necessary? So yeah, at this point, it's a shot play. So what does he do? Now he's got to come back across. Yeah. And look, Waller's still open. God bless him. He's still open. Look, he's still open.
And where's he
like
go?
That's crazy. He's gonna run it out this way. No, yeah, he threw it away. Yeah, that's a bad play.
That's a terrible play by Daniel.
Oh, snap, my man Jermaine. Yo, what up, Jermaine? Hey, yo, Jermaine, where was you at for the Falcons one yesterday, though, man? Where was you at? Jermaine gonna beat me up for real. I'm gonna walk up to him and forget all this stuff I've been saying and say hi. He gonna snuff me. He gonna snuff me.
Hiding, my boy. You in hibernation. Come on.
Oh, they're gonna play right there.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, let's take a look at this one. I think he felt Micah coming because Micah was beating his man. Yeah, Micah's coming through. But again, let's see. Is he going through his progression? No, not really. I mean, and this dude is still look like these are windows that you should be able to do this at this level, man. You got to be able to hit that. Like you got to be able to see that. Like I know it might not be big enough for people to see, but basically from his mask and his helmet, you can tell. And on the telestrator, I could draw the line, but this, like if I drew from Saquon's inside shoulder to the inside shoulder of this receiver, that's his field of vision cone right there. That's his field of vision. So I know he can see this guy crashing down or coming in to cover the receiver here, but this linebacker has bailed. There is space. This is the window. If I could draw a box from this hash to this hash, this hash to this hash, this little imaginary box here, that is his passing window. It is wide open. Like this is what you would consider wide open. Mm-hmm. And for him to be looking at this receiver and still be able to see that this linebacker has bailed and the closest defender is 3 to 4 yards behind him, he needs to hit this window and the ball should come between the hash marks. It should come right there between the hash marks. He doesn't throw it because he just automatically dumps it to Saquon, which is silly, man. And for what it's worth, Saquon should be able to hold on to this ball, but he doesn't see Diggs, and neither does Saquon. And no soon he catches the ball because it's a shitty throw, he leads him right into the hit. The ball pops out. Like, look at it. It led him right into the hit. And he has no idea. Catch, immediate hit off your feet. Thank you.
6.
Like yo, and and I know I'm a lot about the Giants offense, or yeah, the Giants offense. This is still amazing team defense. Literally the definition of team defense. Because watch what happens when Diggs makes this hit. Look at how much ground is covered by the guys around him and how that gets picked. Look at where he's at. Like that's
He's
this
on the
combination right
25
here.
here in the pass got completed at the 10-yard line or
Yeah,
15.
yeah. That's how you close out right there. That is a staple of a defense that wants to win, that wants to play hard. Like that's hustle. Because if he's not hustling, this is just an incomplete pass.
Right.
Boom, at the hit. He's still 5 yards away, people. Still 5 yards away
Yeah.
and got it. Boom. Like that's textbook. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And man, just hold on. Let me check the blocking because I still this is really gonna look bad because you got a direct snap to you, so you see this man is bailing from the jump, bro, from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at? Look at you can see his head for sure now. What are you looking at? Because he's gonna cross your vision, and you should be able to see that this linebacker is no longer in the middle of the field. There is nobody in the middle of the field. And look at your receiver. When he's planning like this and he's turning inside, that ball should be coming out. Because I don't care who Vander Esch thinks he is, there ain't nobody that's a linebacker in this league, not named Fred Warner, probably, that can change directions that quick, moving in the opposite direction. Like, come on, man. Like, look, that's open. That's open, bro. You got to throw that.
Yeah, but if you see his head though, like he's not even looking at that receiver. He had made up his, and that's what I'm saying about Daniel Jones. He's not going through his readings and his progressions to a magnitude and degree in which he should. Because
Yeah.
even though you seen that receiver open across the middle, his head was focused on Saquon Barkley that entire play.
Yeah, which is just insane. So what are we at? What's the score now? 16-0?
I think it's like, yeah,
Or 13-0?
I think it's either 10 or 13, I believe.
So now by this time I'm sitting at home. I'm not gonna lie, I'm livid. I already threw away my bet sheet that had the Giants plus 3.5, which is perfectly fine. I gave up on that after the first play. But I'm livid. You know why I'm livid? Because it doesn't make sense to come back to this compact formation here with all this speed and as much gap penetration as they're getting. You accomplish absolutely nothing when you come out formations like this against a defense that's been dominating you at the line of scrimmage. Nothing. That just didn't make any sense to me. And then you go back to running the ball. You're just giving them a break. You're just giving them a break. Like, come on, man. And that was honestly, that's the Cowboys being nice about it. That was them being nice about it.
Yeah, because we're not getting too much interior pressure.
Yeah.
Like that, but we're kind of sitting back and saying, hey, we know you're about to run, so we'll just meet you in the gap.
Yeah, like look at 54. Look at his effort. He's like, what? Okay, cool. Y'all just gonna run. All right. Yeah, the best is when you look off the ball, look over here to the left. Look at these two. Like hugging and stuff, throwing each other down. I love it, man. There's always something off the ball going on. So we're like what, like 2nd and 7 or something like that. Obvious they're gonna run it again because they're trying to, establish that they're not gonna just go 3 and out. And again, another wasted effort run. I would even say poorly blocked because now you got 14 on Saquon. When he cuts back, look, there's nobody there. It's you and the linebacker. Down.
Right.
Down. Mr. 30-30, wasting my time. Got me out here working overtime for the same pay. What is that? What is that? Look, we had a whole 2 series of design runs, and this is the best they could come up with on the 3rd series. On a 3rd and long. Where was this? Where was this gonna go? Where was this gonna go? This is blown up already.
Yeah,
Here, and here.
Before it even started.
Yep. All that penetration, man. And here's the thing: if you had a quarterback, if you had like a Lamar Jackson or somebody that was quick enough that they would be right here behind Saquon, it would work. But he's not that quick. And look, he's running into 14.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
We give it one more series because we've been talking about how bad they are. But everybody kind of gets the gist. You play the Cowboys defense, you better come correct this year. That's for anybody and everybody.
And I mean, there's so much speed, there's so much
Oh,
upside, so much potential, there's so much versatility, diversity within that defensive scheme that Dan Quinn runs. And he just knows how to scheme and get the most out of his players and put them in a position to be successful. So you definitely got to come with your best whenever you see that defense for sure.
can I make fun of one play?
Go ahead. Do your thing.
Your Texas Coast offense with 3 wide receiver options here. I love it. I love it. This is going to be great. And also, I just want to also point out elite quarterback.
Look at my boy.
Bro, listen, elite quarterbacks complete this pass 9 times out of 10, bro. 9 times out of 10. You funny. 9 times out of 10, elite quarterbacks complete this.
And I mean,
if he's in front of it, he's beat, man. He's beat. Look, he's beat. And look, you see him do the little kick. He know he about to get it too. He's like, yeah. Nope, gotta slow down for it. Wasting my time. Look at that. He was just a step ahead. Now they're even. And then look, he should have kept running. Maybe he didn't expect him to throw it that far.
And that was an underthrow too by Dak to a degree, but credit Brandon Cooks, you know what I'm saying, for being able to judge the pass in the air and where it was going and still initiate the contact to get the call and get the PI interference downfield, and the Cowboys are first down.
Oh yeah, he didn't get to step into that. So I take back my criticism. He had a guy around his legs.
But Brandon Cooks judged that well. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. My man Dak. With the mean play action. Check him out. Terrible pass. But I mean, hey, again, if it doesn't get picked, that's fine. But I'm just tripping off of the play designs, man. He really did Texas coast it. This is funny. This is this is what the 80s Niners look like. It's great. Look, you see this play right here? You remember Dwight Clark, the catch? Right there, corner of the end zone, baby. Only difference is our white boy got up there and caught it. Bless his heart, man. I actually was not super critical of Dak, man. I don't have a problem with Dak. I think the game plan that McCarthy used as far as like how he took him along, took his shots here and there, it was very calculated, kept him calm, didn't ask him to do too much because he's a rhythm guy. If he starts out 10 for 11, it's going to be a long game. But if you can get him, yep.
There's a lot of concerns that people had coming into this year, but the expectation of Dak was whether or not he was going to cut back on his turnovers and make that a priority. And like coming into week 1 of the season against the Giants, he went 13 for 24 for 143 yards, no touchdowns, but his offensive line didn't get him touched. He had 0 sacks, and he also didn't turn the ball over. So you got to take the good with the bad. It's kind of like the gift and the curse.
Yeah, and this is where I get pissed off about the new format. We don't know the time in the quarter. We don't know if this is the second quarter, first quarter, if it's almost halftime. It's so stupid. All right, so they're spread out a little bit more this time. So it looks like they kind of got the memo, like, hey, maybe we shouldn't, make it easier for them. However, terrible snap. Let's get that out the way. Daniel Jones having to reach down so low to get that ball and come back up. That's not what we want. See the routes. Check out what we got here. He's already drifting to the right and taking himself. Oh, he knew Micah was coming. Never mind.
That's what I'm saying. We already in the backfield at this
point. Saquon's open. Let's see if he can make the throw. Nope. Didn't even look. Didn't see him. Yeah, man. Come on.
And then Stephon, and that was. Hold on, no, that's not the play.
Like that's open.
Stephon Gilmore got to pick that possession, right?
This possession, no, he threw it out of bounds. Look, man. Hey, hold on, Lamar. Hold on, bro. Look, it's not necessarily to be critical of the Cowboys, but because RJ came on pre-show, that's why the Cowboys Giants game got picked. If I was actually trying to like the game I wanted to see is what I was watching when RJ got on was the Dolphins Chargers. That was the game I would have picked. But I told the folks that if they came on pregame and their team won, then by all means they would get to do the show. So I'm gonna fix this back because full screen format. There we go. All right. So again, this is open. Not sure why he didn't throw it. It's still open. And you're looking again, his vision is looking at Saquon. So how do you not throw this ball?
Right.
How do you not throw it? You should have been throwing on the run. These guys are not close enough to sack you. And he shouldn't have to turn upfield. God, man. I think they called a hole right there. Oh, actually, that is the pick. That is the pick. You're right.
Yeah, that is the pick. I thought so. And that was probably the worst throw that Daniel Jones could have made all night, for real, for real.
Yeah, you might as well just throw it out of bounds.
Right.
Let me go back to this view right here.
Situation like that.
All right, so identify Micah, jokingly. All right, again, great move by him, and he uses his hand. He about to smack the crap out of 61. Get out of here. Yep, just smacked his hand. Get out of here. Now he's got to step on him, and he's strong, so you can't like. I use Trent as an example all the time. When he's got this position on Trent, Trent just pushes his ass out the way. But Trent is also godly strong. Most guards are not Trent Williams, and most tackles ain't Trent Williams for that matter. But a lot of times, even the Eagles tackle does that, man. The dude with like the Samoan name, I keep forgetting, but he's a absolute wall. And his footwork isn't all that great. It's gotten better, but you can't move him once he engages you. But Daniel Jones, I guess, like again, bad snap. So when he looks up and he sees it, he's like, "Oh crap, I'm under pressure." Mike is already pushing by this man, but this is still a decent pocket. And when you drift to the right here, once he starts drifting to the right and he's got to run, and Mike is already by him, Saquon, like his back is to you. You know the route. You can see the two defenders. Mm-hmm. Gilmore is playing the inside leverage, so he's going outside. As a quarterback, you got to know to let that go. Like, look, the ball should have been going to the sideline when his head turned around. One, because you're under pressure, and two, because that's the open route, and you're already running to that side of the field, so you really only have two options. That's a hole. That is a hole. Oh man, that's
definitely, no question.
Yeah. But look, Saquon's even looking at him like, "Yo, hello." like yo, like he's literally staring at him like, "Yo, bro, remember me? I got you paid." Nah, I did that on my own. It's a one-man show, but I'm a giver, so here you go. Mr. 3030 gonna send me an email like, "Bro, stop it." That was awful. But we'll end on that, man. But good game. Hey, and for real, bro, anytime you want to come on, we do this like the Wednesdays. I'm not doing my open mics and stuff. Just let me know. And it could be any game. It don't have to be the Cowboys, but if you're the only one that's gonna participate, then damn it, we only gonna do Cowboys.
Yeah, that's cool. And I'm cool with, you know what I'm saying, like doing any other teams, you know what I'm saying, that are available during the week or whoever plays or whatever case may be. We ain't got a limit to like just the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? But and you know, week to week, you know what I'm saying, if you're doing this or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, I don't mind joining up and chopping it up. We can do this week to week. I'm with it.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know if you follow the TikTok. I'm gonna post my Chargers stuff on the TikTok because I haven't done one in a while, and I kind of wanted to do in game. And each team has different nuances. I'm a Niners fan, so I know more about the Niners than any other team. I know more about what our scheme's supposed to look like and so forth. I'm familiar with Dan Quinn because we played the Seahawks for so long. But like the nuances of his defense and even the nuances of the Texas coast, those things I will try to learn as much as I can as I get further into the season. So
for sure.
Yeah, but appreciate you, bro. And Good luck to y'all the rest of the way. What's your prediction for the Jets game? You think y'all gonna blow them out too?
For the Jets game, it probably would have been a little bit different with Aaron Rodgers in the picture. I don't know how I feel about how they're going to produce on offense with Zach Wilson under center after seeing what we did with Daniel Jones. And obviously, I think that they would have had a better chance, you know what I'm saying, under center and offense than I think Zach Wilson will have with the Jets. So if I had to say or predict a score at home, I would say 31-13 the Cowboys.
31-13. I need that because I'm actually taking y'all.
Yeah, 31-13 Cowboys.
All right, I'm gonna make sure I'll be watching. All right, bro. Take care. Thank you.
All right, I appreciate you, bro. Take care.
Yeah.
All right, dog.